Hello everyone and welcome back to a Duel Links deck list. This is part 6 and the final part of the hero series. After the ban list caused me to put this thing on hiatus, we're back for the last part. This is just hero. All of them combined, you could say. We are playing just hero. This is the only one that's not skill reliant either, so the skill, me going into it won't be as in depth. I won't be saying, okay, now use the skill, because I never used the skill once. Weird flex, I know. But let's just get into it before my mouse freezes again. So, as usual, I'll talk to you about the skill, how it influences the deck. Then we'll go to card by card, where you can find everything, and, if possible, some budget alternatives. So let's start with the skill, Ultimate Fusion. It's Destiny Draw Super Poly. Can be used if your life points are 500, 1500 or below. Instead of conducting your normal draw, add Super Poly from outside your deck to your hand. So yeah, it's very simple. It just adds Super Poly. And it shows Master Fusion is better, but I don't actually think Jin Yubel has Master Fusion. I was playing it with Wounded Hero, which is here, if you want to give it a quick little read. It's pretty good. The skills we're using, it's not really anything particular. You could use Life Point Boost Alpha, you can use anything. You don't even have to play it on Jaden. You can play it on anyone. But I just figured, why not? Anyway, as you can see, this is probably the biggest deck. I don't remember how big the Destiny Hero ones were. So, let's get into the card by card. To start off, we're playing 3 copies of Vision Hero Faris. The first debut of the Vision Heroes in this series. They're not getting their own deck. They're bad. Except these exact 3. Faris can discard another hero card to special summon itself, and then when it's normal or special summoned, I don't know why you normal it, you place a Vision Hero monster from your deck except itself to your Pendulum Zone. Not Pendulum Zone, to your Spell Trap Zone, sorry. It can be the Pendulum Zone. As you face up Continuous Trap. You also cannot summon monsters from HX 6 heroes. Super good card. It's a free body for fusioning. And him by himself, along with any other hero, does give you a combo line. So yeah, whenever I say full combo, I'll be referring to this and you'll be able to see it in action. Then we're playing 3 copies of Elemental Hero Stratos. I beg you're not binging this. 3 Stratos, that's pretty standard, honestly. It's super good, especially in this build. This is the hero deck that I feel like takes the best advantage of Stratos, because Faris is kind of a 1-card combo. Stratos plus any hero does make Faris. Super good. Then we're playing 3 copies of Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier. It loves to be in the graveyard. We can easily get it to the graveyard. We can play 3 copies. In the grind game, we can resurrect more cards. If you wanted to play a rank 4 variant in this deck, you're more than entitled to do so with him. Yeah, super powerful. And when he's banished or sent to the grave for a fusion summon, you can draw 2, discard 1, which is amazing. This is the deck that I feel like takes the best use of these 2, despite them being both great cards. Then we're playing 2 copies of Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. A bit of a different hue. I feel like he works quite well in this deck. You can summon a hero from your hand, so if you need bodies on the field, if you want to get... Essentially, I think all of our heroes operate on normal or special, except himself and Liquid, which is fine. Which means that you can get out your other heroes with a free body on board for stuff like maybe you want a Miracle Fusion instead. Or you can't Poly, so you have to Miracle Fusion. Him on the field along with another hero does make that possible. So we're playing 2 copies of him because he's pretty cool. 2 copies of Elemental Hero Blazeman. It's not as big of a playmaker as it is in, say, the Hero Alliance build. It is still a pretty good card here. The ability to add Poly is not far gone, especially because we're playing a toolbox of heroes, really. Yeah, it's really powerful. Not nearly as strong as you might think it could be, but in tandem with Solid Soldier, it can get pretty fun. I don't think we ever summoned both of them. Anyway, next up is 2 copies of Vision Hero Increase. This is interesting, because Increase by himself doesn't serve a purpose. We don't want to see this card. The only reason we play 2 is in case we draw 1. If we draw 1, the whole thing's dead, right? So having 2 is really good for that. And you'll see the combo later in action, but essentially Varus sets him, and he has the effect when he's a continuous trap. You contribute a hero to special summon him. Then, if he's special summoned from the spell trap zone, you can summon another vision hero from your deck, level 4 or lower. Which leads right into Vision Hero Vion, baby! Off the ban list for ages now. We're playing 2 copies of Vion. We actually want to see him a lot. If we open Vion, it's not actually that bad. It just can lead to some more jank lines to get to where we want to be. You can dump a hero, super good with Liquid Soldier. You always dump Liquid, unless you're playing a certain package, which I'll talk about in a bit. You almost always dump Liquid, and then you can easily get to Miracle Fusion from Vion, because you can banish a hero from your grave, add Poly. So through the base combo you can do it. It's so good, so versatile. I really like its inclusion here. And if you're wondering, right now the line is summon Varus through its own effect, set increase tribute Varus, or other hero, but Varus is a pretty good bet normally. Then summons Vion effect, dump Liquid, Vion effect, banish Varus, add Poly. So now you have 2 bodies on field. Liquid in graveyard if you can get to Miracle Fusion, and super good. Speaking of which, 2 copies of Miracle Fusion and 2 copies of Polymerization. You probably saw them from the beginning, but they are really good cards here. I play 2 Poly because we can search it really easily. We have 4 searchers for it after all, being the Vions and the Blazemans. You could play a 3rd, but I think you kind of brick a bit on the 3rd. 2 is fine with me. Same with Miracle Fusion. It's very searchable, less so, but still very searchable, can help you in dire game states. I think 3 is just too much. What's not too much is the reinforcements of the army. Now we don't have to play Super Poly, so we can play Rota! Super Poly is also very powerful in this deck, by the way. If you want to play it, feel free. Super good. It doesn't stop. Just go watch the last video, go watch part 5, if you really want to know. But yeah, it adds any warrior, which means it adds everything. Except Varus, which is fine because it adds Stratos, which adds Varus. So it essentially adds everything, even if a bit roundabout in doing so. Then we're playing 3 Crackdown. Same reason it's good in every other bloody hero deck. Is because you can take control of your opponent's monsters. We're playing the Omni heroes again, so you can just take advantage of that, their attributes and such. And if you're in the mirror match, God rest your soul. God rest your soul should Crackdowns be a foot, sorry. So yeah, we're playing 3 Crackdown. So thank God they never tri-limited Liquid. That would have been a pain in the ass. So yeah, that's it for the main deck. Time to move on to the extra deck. We're playing 1 copy of the Shining, of all the Omni heroes we have being Shining, Great Tornado, Nova Master, Gaia, and Escuridao. Now if you're wondering, Shining gains attack for every banished monster, and when it's sent to the grave, you can add 2 banished cards back to your hand, when effect. Great Tornado, if he's fusion, summoned half the attack and defense of all face-up cards your opponent currently controls. That's permanent. Nova Master, if you destroy this monster by battle, you can draw a card. Pretty good. Gaia halves the attack of a unsummon. Yeah, unsummon. Halves the attack of a monster, gains the lost attack until the end of the turn. The loss is to the end of the turn, but oh no, all of it is to the end of the turn. Not as good. Escuridao just gains attack for every hero in the grave. It's by far the worst, but that dark attribute is really good. So we're also playing in Vision Hero Adoration. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls and 1 face-up hero monster you control except this card. The opponent's targeted monster loses attack and defense equal to the attack of your targeted monster until the end of the phase. That's pretty good. We don't actually summon him for his effect though, we summon him because he is the most generic by a long shot, being 2 hero monsters, meaning we can actually use our Vision heroes, which usually is pretty awkward because only Escuridao can use them as well. And if you have another hero, Element Hero Sunrise! It's Sunrise again, baby! Making his debut everywhere! He's in every hero deck. For good reason, because when he's fusion summoned, he can add Miracle Fusion to your hand, And when attacks cleared involving another hero monster you control, you target one card on the field, destroy it. It is a hard once per turn, but his attack gain isn't. Every monster gains 200 attack for each attribute you control. You can get 2 of them, 400 attack, which by itself, super good. It's amazing. I've got nothing else to say on that, really. So yeah, that's the extra deck, and the main deck. And something you will have noticed is that there's a lot of shiny cards there. A lot of URs, a lot of SRs. So, bite the bullet. This is by a long shot, probably the most expensive hero build. It's this or Evil, maybe. It depends. Probably this, actually, by a bit, because Vision Hero Faris, Vision Hero Increase, yep, just those two, are both found in the mini box Fortress of Gears. And Faris here is found in Selection Mini Volume 3 is Increase. I do not actually know this. It is. These cards are in a mini box. Thankfully, if the old boxes are on sale, Fortress of Gear is, so it can be kind of easy to snag some up. I'm not saying it will be easy. Vision Hero Stratos. Elemental Hero Stratos is found in Shark Fang and Selection Box Volume 3, along with his reprint is somewhere later. I genuinely don't know, I don't know. So yeah, God rip my soul. Solid Soldier is available, Solid Soldier is available in Valhalla Calling, Selection Box Volume 2, and Evil Domination, the extra deck. Valhalla Calling, pretty random, but he's there. Blazemans are found in Hero Rising. I forgot to mention as well, Adoration is also found in Shark Fang and Selection Box Volume 3. Vision Hero Vions are found exclusively in Destiny Rulers. Rhoda is a bundle. Yep, Rhoda the bundle. Miracle Fusions are found in Selection Super Mini Volume 2 and Revolution Beginning. This card needs to get put in the structure deck. Come on. I feel like it's the next hero to get in the structure deck. Whatever, though. Polymerization, free card. It's everywhere. Fucking everywhere. Everyone has a ton of them. And 3 Crackdown. Crackdown is found in Zillion Sunder. As for Liquid and Sunrise are both found in Shining Sunrise. Escuridao is found in Dimension of Wizards and Hero Generation. Nova Master is also found in Hero Generation, but Nova Master, Great Tornado, The Shining, and Gaia are all found in their respective boxes, with them the cover card being Gaia Genesis. Previously mentioned he's also in a structure deck, but Burning Nova, and he's in a selection box. Tornado of Phantoms, and I believe it's called Lords of Shining. Yep, Lords of Shining. So, it's a lot of different boxes. It takes forever to actually make the deck because of all the different boxes you have to go into. Point 1 for Master Duel, because crafting exists. Anyway, what if you want to play this mangled hero build, but you don't want to actually, like, buy all these cards? 1, you're shit out of luck. 2, Crackdowns are just generic engine cards, you don't need Crackdown. But one alternative that I've seen, and I genuinely considered myself playing, is to make... Can we shorten the card pool? Nope. It's to play this. A small engine of Plasma and 2 copies of Destiny Hero Malicious. Now, the thought here, I would probably down a Liquid Soldier, by the way, so it would be 2 Liquid. Maybe even off all the solids, but the idea here is that instead you send Vion to grab another Malicious, then you can probably Stratos for Plasma. Which is the thought process, and it's a pretty solid thought process, but personally, I don't know, I just didn't want to play it. Which is fine. So there's an alternative for you. If you have Aster leveled up quite high, you can actually put it in this deck. The Destiny heroes otherwise don't really work with this, unfortunately. The other Vision heroes work, however. If you want to scroll all the way down, yeah, the Vision heroes work as well. You can play Trinity in the extra deck if you want to. Trinity is found in Destiny rules as well. And Trinity's a pretty good card if you played the Legacy duels not that long ago. You probably know this card's kind of crazy. Pointer's a free card. This guy, Gravitio, Minimum Ray Multiply guy, those exist. There's this card. Vision Fusion if you must. Play more Vision Hero deck. Or you could also play Max Change and have access to Anki, Blast if you're a sweat. Blast if you're a sweat. Diane, who is also in a structure deck. Who's in the Evil Domination for some reason. You know, Goka, Vapor, Koga if you haven't. You know, you can just play tons of different hero cards because it's just all of them. So I would play some of the more generics. None of these guys, honestly. None of the Elemental heroes that aren't here. Because most of them are bad. But yeah, you could play Prisma as well if you want to play a small Neos engine. You can perfectly do that as well with Neos Fusion and the like. So yeah, it's a pretty open deck, honestly. It's just all the hero stuff crammed in. We don't have that much room though. But if you are on a budget, just know there are alternatives. You don't have to buy all these cards. Although, those alternatives might be a lot more jank. But, I think I've said enough on the deck. Be it good or bad things. So let's just get into the replays, right? That's what you're here for. Let's show the win and loss record while we're at it, because why not? This one, we're not going to show, because it was a connection error very early on. So about here. Starting at Gore. Pretty good win-loss record, honestly. That loss was unavoidable. We didn't draw very good, and he drew the God Hand. Every time. Every time. Anyway, let's start all the way down here. Gary Oak. Playing Goki. Big shock. He's playing Gore. What that? People play Playmaker with Goki. Do you think you see Gore and it's not good? I assume Playmakers are going to be playing Goki, let me be honest. So Gore's like, oh yeah, Goki. With main event, which is my preferred way to play Goki if I ever do. Don't ask. So he activates his skill, mandatory. He starts his turn, he sets 2 cards from almost summon Super X, passes. God knows what that is in his hand. Anyway, we draw, interestingly, it turned out better than I thought. Anyway, we normal summon Solid Soldier, get Vion dump Liquid Soldier, fuse both those guys off with the poly we had. For Elemental Hero Sunrise, Sunrise's effect activate. So same with Solid Soldier. He compulses Sunrise, which is fine. If he cares. Well, I care, but Vion, add Miracle Fusion, then we Miracle Fusion. Just immediately summon him back. So, sorry, we summon Gaia instead. That will trigger Liquid Soldier's effect. To draw 2, discard the Crackdown, because I think I'm not going to need it. I think I can go for it. Anyway, we discard Stratos to special summon Vision Hero Vion. This is the combo set. Vision Hero Increase, summon Vision Hero Increase. Instead, we tribute the Vion that's already there. Special summon Vion from the extra deck. Active Vion's effect, banishing the Vion of the graveyard. To add Polymerization to our hand, then we Polymerize. Shinies makes one of our cards immune. Okay, I'm not even gonna dread about it. I wasn't gonna use him anyway. We summon Vision Hero Adoration, and he scoops. My lord, a lot happened in that turn. That hand was way better than I thought it was. I thought that hand was poopy. I thought that hand was pretty poopy. Anyway, moving on. Clean victory. I don't know how many actual losses I've seen today. Maybe like 1 or 2. Anyway, we're playing against Monarch. To be more specific, Lightsworn Monarch, which I thought super cool. I can't build it, I don't have enough cards. Yeah, Judgment of Light gives me more Orcus than it's the Lightsworns, which is a good thing. Anyway, drop activating Paris, discarding Vion, Faris' effect, then sets Vision Hero Increase to the spell Trap Zones. Increase, tribute Faris, summon Increase effect, special summon Vion from deck, Vion's effect, send Liquid Soldier. Then we normal summon Blazeman to get a second Polymerization. Woo! Then we activate Poly on our 2 attack position monster to summon Elemental Hero Sunrise! Elemental Hero Sunrise's effect activates, adding Miracle Fusion to our hand. Woohoo! Then we activate Miracle Fusion to banish Liquid and Blazeman. For Elemental Hero Nova Master. Liquid Soldier's effect activates, discarding Iron 2, we discard the Poly. So yeah, pretty good. Activate Charge the Light Brigade, sending on decent mills, I'm pretty sure. Well, he hit Pantheism, so it can't be that bad. Pantheism's revealing 3. We let him have Tenacity. Then activate Solar Recharge, and Scoops. Turns out he was playing 1 Edea. He had 2 Caius as well, so I don't know how you get 2 Caius and 1 Edea. I do know how. You know how? It's called playing Stellar Knights. Anyway, that was Carlos. Time for this guy. I believe we'll remember. Oh, this is the one we lost to Destiny Hero because yeah, he drew pretty good, honestly. We didn't, and we drew bad. And that was our rank up game as well, and we got crushed. Yeah, this hand's terrible. Our only hope would be like Vion, send Liquid, hope Liquid draws are good. Anyway, normal summon Celestial, sets Paul, activates the skill, gets Malicious, special summons Malicious, and Ferocious Flame Swordsman, banish Malicious, get the other Malicious, activate Polymersy, use Liquid Soldier and Malicious to summon Element of Hero Sunrise! Element of Hero Sunrise's effect. Liquid Soldier as well. Liquid Soldier will draw us a bunch of cards. We discard Denier. We'll add Miracle Fusion. Oh boy. And we activate Miracle Fusion again, getting rid of that fucking Liquid Soldier and a Malicious, the third Malicious. For Element of Hero Sunrise, then he sets 3 cards face down, and it does his turn. We normal Vion. Poly's not that bad. And then he activates English Chain, and we scoop. Now, I will say we scoop. Right, turns out this card's playing a shit ton of one-offs. Those never feel good, do they? When you get the one-off trap staple that they're playing. Hurts every time. Anyway, we just surrendered, because there's no point. What, we would have got Adoration. God knows what else he had back there. He had a bunch of good traps. Anyway, the match before this was a connection failure, so this was the rank up match. Woo! And it's versus Odd Eyes. Cannot escape from Odd Eyes, can we? No, we cannot. By the way, Odd Eyes went second in the connection error match, and I was shitting myself the whole time that he was gonna Raging Dragon me. Anyway, he starts his turn, activates Oath Dragon Magician, and Odd Eyes, he's bricked. Or has he? Because he activates Raging Pendulum, gets Odd Eyes, and Dark Red. Sends Odd Eyes and Noble Dragon. Pendulum summons out the Noble Dragon. Normal summons Coin Dragon. Tunes them both off for Meteor Burst. I don't like Meteor Burst, but here, has uses. Then he summons Odd Eyes, then overlays them both for Volga Fenris. What? He sets a card in the same column. I'm gonna make an item, guys. We draw pretty damn great. We discard... Yeah, we discard Blazeman. I just figured it'd be best. Here's the combo again. Increased Tributes. Virus, increased Grab. Vion. Vion effect, dump Liquid. Then, normal summon Stratos, just for the pop, in case it was anything bad. It was MST, so we never had to worry. Enemy Vion effect, banish Virus, add Poly, activate Poly, summoning out Sunrise. Sunrise effect. Tries to Volga Fenris us, but who gives a shit? Oh, scary. I have 2 Miracle Fusion, bro. So we Miracle Fusion. And guess what? We summon right back. Literally right back. Yeah, Sunrise. Using Sunrise and Liquid. Liquid draws us a card. We get rid of Solid. Activate Rhoda. Grab Liquid for next turn, because why not? Then we activate Miracle Fusion again. Getting rid of... Stratos and Solid for Great Tornado, because I think Great Tornado is pretty damn good. Great Tornado halves its attack, we destroy Volga Fenris, and we attack directly with both of our monsters for game. Woo! So that was our game versus Odd Eyes and our rank up game. What a fitting way to end a series, right? With our rank up into Legend Rank 3. I haven't been playing that much, and I usually don't. It's fine, I'll get into COG later. The end of the season, I always sneak up there somewhere. So yeah, without further ado, if you watched all 6 parts, thank you very much for watching. I hope I didn't bore you too heavily. Yeah, all comments appreciated. If anyone wants, I'll do an epilogue with God knows what in there. Maybe something funny. But yeah, don't want to take up any more time. Yeah, see you guys.